To the Free State we go. We understand that many learners in several schools have tested positive for COVID-19 in that province. Let's bring in our reporter Aphumelele Mdlalane. She's live for us following up on the story. Aphumelele, very good afternoon to you. So give us a sense of what we're talking about here. How many schools have been closed down? How many learners have tested positive?
We're talking about 60 in total people on this school that have tested positive from COVID-19. It's 53 learners and 7 teachers, including the principal, of course. Lane, is not the first time we have such staggering numbers from this very same school that we are at this morning. But I just want to bring Howard Ndaba, who's the spokesperson, just to understand as to what has been exactly the problem, because not long ago we're here talking about the numbers that were concerning as you as the department. What is not being done?
No, but thank you very much for having us. What we need to put this into context. Remember, as I've said before, this is one of the best schools, not only in the country, but in the SADC region and in the continent. So you have a situation, owing to that, parents will want all their children to be in this school. So we have learners here from all walks of life, from Gauteng, which has been the epicenter, from in other provinces, coming, being a student in this, even as far as Lesotho, you have learners who are here. You also have a situation where, as a province, as Bloemfontein, we are located within about six other provinces, including the kingdom. So you have a situation where these learners, because in most cases, these cases increase when learners are coming from home. So that is the main problem. As for the school, within the school, we have proper system in place, standard operation procedure. I can confirm that they are being followed religiously. So we have, when the learners present themselves, even at the hostel, because we've got 3 hostels here, even at the hostel, they are being screened, and we have a nurse dedicated to look after those cases. When the learner tests positive, there's immediate intervention.
Mr. Howard Ndaba, let me just interject there, Mr. Howard Ndaba. Now, what in terms of contact tracing, you are saying yes, they coming from all walks of life. This is one of the best schools. So, in terms of contact tracing, you have closed down the school. Where do you have an idea as to what is supposed to be corrected for future purpose?
Indeed, remember COVID-19. The department which is leading in the COVID is Department of Health. That is why at the school we have the doctor, we also have the nurse. When this thing, the decision to suspend learning and teaching was not based on us only. We have consulted with the Department of Health. They have advised us, let's put the school on recess, and we have done so that as per the advice by the Department of Health. So we believe that once we have put the school on recess, this will allow all these cases to subside, because we are going to do all necessary measures to do deep cleaning and all necessary, so that when they come back on the 23rd, because the first cohort will come on the 23rd, we believe that all the measures will be in place to make sure that these cases are not increasing.
In terms of catch-up plan, because they will be behind with their academic year.
We have agreed. On Thursday, we had a meeting with the HGP and the management of the school. We have agreed together with the management and the HGP that learning will take place during this period when the school is in recess on online platform and other platform. But when the school are open, we will have various catch-up plan to make sure that learners don't miss tuition that they've missed. So we are confident that we have system in place to make sure that these learners don't lose a lot of teaching time.
So you are saying that it's only in the next week whereby cleaning process will be done here at school waiting for the first phase of pupils to come back?
Yeah, waiting for the first, and I've said grade 10 to 12 we are going to welcome them on the 23rd of August, grade 8 and 9 on the 30th, and we believe that will give us a breathing space to make sure that we curb this escalation of COVID-19 in the school, because it's worrying to us. Because if you look at other districts, the situation, the numbers are going down. In one district, for example, in Kharib, we have only 13 teachers. Only 13 learners who tested positive, and there are no teachers. And we attribute that to the response to our vaccination, because we had more than 92% of our teachers and non-teaching staff vaccinated, and that is paying dividends, because you can see that the balance has changed. You have learners tested positive than teachers. As of yesterday, I think on Friday, the number of learners who have tested positive were about 201, and we have got 116 teachers. So it shows that the issue of vaccination is key, and that is why we are encouraging not only our educators, our people out there, to go out and make sure that they vaccinate, so that we fight against this scourge.
And how is it going? The issue of bringing back primary school pupils to full capacity in classes in terms of overcrowding, are you having that under control?
We are having that under control. We had a session with our district, with our principal, to make sure that we welcome especially those primary school learners. Where there are challenges, we have instructed our school to be as creative as possible. Where it's necessary, they can negotiate with the neighboring churches to accommodate, because at the end of the day, we want to make sure that henceforth our learners, each and every day at least, they are in school, because we have seen that there is a social impact. When the learners are not at school, there are various social impacts, learner pregnancies, and some of the learners drop out of school. So the decision that we have taken, even if we don't have space, we'll resort to issue of platooning. But we want to make sure that each and every day the learners present themselves to school and have learning and teaching.
When Minister of Basic Education Nje Motshekga was here last week or 2 weeks back, she committed that she would assist in terms of relief, or rather grant, so that you can have assistant teachers, as you highlighted. That is one of your challenges. How far is that process?
Well, we are waiting with interest to look, because the reality is that the teachers' assistants were very helpful to our school. Most of our school were happy with their services. We were waiting for the decision from above to say they are bringing back that service, because indeed we saw the value that they were bringing in our school. They were relieving our teachers of many of the admin, and as a result, as a province, we will really appreciate if the decision can be made that we bring back those teachers as assistants.
And at this moment in time, Grey College, there's no one, including supporting staff, there is no one at school.
Yes, in fact, the last person who was here, we have said it should be at least 5 o'clock yesterday, so there's no one until the 23rd of August, where we'll be welcoming grade 10 to 12 learners.
Howard Ndaba, Free State Education spokesperson, saying that they will open doors at this school from the 23rd of August. However, deep cleansing is supposed to take place, and do admit that it's this number, it has skyrocketed because not long ago schools reopened, and learners from this very same school are coming from all walks of life here in the country, and saying that in terms of other schools, they are having the situation under control, and also that it's positive to their side that more than 90% of teachers have been vaccinated, and saying that they have the progress, or rather the plan in place to make sure that pupils from Grey College are not being held up behind with this academic year But for now, there's nothing that is happening here. There is no one at this very same school. All activities are suspended until the 23rd of August.
All right, so appreciate the update there. Aphumelele Mdlalane, live for us in the Free State.